guys. Just give me 1 second. We're got on just 2 minutes. I'm making sure that this is showing on Facebook as well. So give me 1 second. All right, it shows we're live here.
Do you want me to check?
Go live. Save changes. Bear with me 1 second. It's loading. It's loading. How's it going, guys? Complimentary cocktails. I'm in. I need one right about now. Is anyone watching us on Facebook? Because that's where a majority of these event people. Chris, how are you?
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I has nothing to see. I got an idea. We're gonna do this live. So we're here. Let's share this just to the page, okay?
Good.
Share, copy. Hang on. I don't know if this is gonna work. I got hope, but. We're live.
I'm looking to see if I get a notification.
Oh, you're not going to.
Okay.
I hate this new technology. This sucks.
It's a little creepy. What you just put.
All right, is anyone watching us? Let's try one more time here on Facebook. I know we scheduled for 7, but let's see. Turn the audio.
It says, oh no, never mind. You just kidding.
Set up live video. And when you go here, it shows us here. So why are we not go live? See? Oh, maybe because it wasn't 7 o'clock. But it doesn't see go live.
Sorry, guys.
Automatically going live today at 7. Well, it's 7:01 Facebook. Oh, we are live on Facebook? I can see April on Facebook, not YouTube. Well, all right, we're just gonna go with this. I don't know.
I can watch Facebook for comments under that post.
You watch Facebook. I'll watch this. We're gonna kick this off and
we can post it to Facebook.
See what happens. Can you guys hear us okay? All right. So we are a week away from the big day. And we have on Jeeps on the Run since 9 o'clock this morning. The board was over, and there's a lot of stuff coming, a lot of new changes. But I know some people that have never been. So those who have been, sit tight for just a second while we go through just a little bit of a brief summary. So we are 13th. We've become the largest donating group for Tots in Northern Illinois. I'm sure in other places. We've donated more money to Toys for Tots than Boeing, the company makes airplanes. So that is something that I think we should all be proud of. The events at Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we're going to give thanks to him in a quick second. So if you've got a Jeep, you register your Jeep, it's $30 to register your Jeep. Put 10 people in your Jeep, it's still $30 to register your Jeep. Doesn't have to be a Wrangler. Anything that says Jeep, sorry Broncos, Jeep. But the Broncos, hold on, because you're invited too a little later. So the 500 Jeeps, we still have some Jeeps open, registrations open. So if you're those last minute Thanksgiving weekend regulars, hop on jeepsontherun.com.
And you can share. Another thing you can do do is share the link for the event with your friends.
Share with your fellow Jeepers. And then so we have a couple new things at Ray, but it's 500 of your best friends decorated. You don't have to decorate. Everybody's welcome. We'll have donuts, coffee. It's an absolute blast walking around. We'll have this year. We have Mark S. If you're from the area, Henry area, I think he even goes into Chicago. Mark, this guy is awesome. He's a phenomenal drummer / DJ. And if you were at the event a few years ago, he played at the Genesee. I've never seen a guy incorporate DJ into live drumming. It's the coolest thing ever. But Mark will be DJing with us Sunday morning, kicking us off at Ray. So that's new, and I'm excited. This guy just brings energy. He's so much fun. And then what's new at Ray is, well, so we get out. Well, then we leave Ray, and we all get a police. I don't want to say escorted ride, but a police assisted ride. And we've really pushed this. This keeps getting better and better. And we've got some Lake County sheriffs. We've got Lincolnshire. They're watching from the traffic cameras. All the major intersections are covered. We're going to go waves of 50 Jeeps like we have in the past, 50 to 75 Jeeps. And we will we'll head to the Marriott Lincolnshire. This is where the Bronco owners can join us. Bronco owners. Anyone, you don't have a Jeep to join this part of the event. This is where you can join us. Semple will be there. We've got a ton of great families. We've got a magician and talk about what's new. Semple is awesome. That guy also brings a ton of energy. And at the end of this is where we're giving away a brand new Jeep 2025 Gladiator.
Somebody's asking if we're live. Are you? Did that link work? Just click the link on the page. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just trying to manage comments while you're doing it.
I don't know if it's maybe see if you can tag everyone. I already blew everyone tag. So tag at everyone and see. Actually share. Hang on. Copy link. Let's share in that.
Perfect.
So it is fun for the entire. So let's talk about what's new this year. But before we do, I want to give thanks to Ray, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, the Scarpelli family. They've been supporting us for 6 years now. We are on $300,000 from Scarpelli's between Jeep's support, what they've done for Jeeps on the Run, and in turn, and listen, what they do for Jeeps on the Run is about this big. They do in the actual community. We're just one piece to a big puzzle. So Ray doesn't give enough kudos for what he does. They truly care. If you're looking for a place to call home for a Jeep dealership, a Chevy dealership, this family cares. I don't care what you say. This family truly cares. So I'll leave it at that. Old National Bank, they are another sponsor of the after party. Old National has supported us, 9-10 years now, and they have been a huge part of this. And
correct if I'm wrong, but Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf is there, and you don't have. They're not a typical number when you walk into that either. So let's talk about what's new this year, and we'll go through some of the fun stuff we got planned.
It's going to be awesome this year, you guys. Lots of fun changes. All right. Do you want to start off with? So
new this year at the dealership. This doesn't take any action on your part. All you have to do is be prepared for one of the 500 Jeeps and be present. And we are going to give away, Ray is going to give away two $500 gift cards that you can use at service. So maybe you need $500 worth of work on your vehicle. You can spend it in the service department, or accessories. You could maybe that lift, maybe it's tires and wheels, maybe it's lights, maybe it's anything you can buy in their accessories. Maybe it's $500 with a Jeep swag. How to spend it? You can spend that $500 between service and church. And all you do is be there, be present the morning of a run. Registering there directly enters you for $500. So huge thanks to Ray for that as well.
And if you've been there before to the run, or if you have been there, again, we are going to pick 5 Jeeps, right? That's kind of...
I think it's 4, but we've got categories: best dressed, best decorated. There's a best vintage. There's a different thing. So it's not all about being decorated. some people the whole theme. We had a theme one year of what's Grinch, right? Everyone likes the whole. It was the best theme. So be watching around voting. Quick side note: we got people. Hello from California. Hey, I'm curious. Where is the furthest person coming from for our event? Let us know if you're coming. I assume you're not coming from California, but if you are, that would be cool. All right. What else we got, April?
Okay.
New at the Marriott.
So we have lots of new stuff at the Marriott this year. Do you want to respond to this comment for me? I'm not sure if she's trying to watch from Facebook or on YouTube. Okay, so at the Marriott, one fun new, first of all, there's a ton of them, but one fun new wine pull, or cork pull, I'm sorry. We're going to call it a cork pull. And if you haven't done a cork pull before, basically you are going to come up to a table, $10 a person, and you pick a Jeep.
$10 a
pull. Correct. And you're going to pick a duck. On the bottom of your duck is a number. And that number will correspond to a bottle. So
this is brutal.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Turn this off.
Right. And then you have a bottle of alcohol. So we have hard alcohol, we have wine, we have all sorts of great things, but for just $10, everybody's a winner. You have to be 21 to play that.
So here's your duck. Your duck, it's got a number, and then it corresponds, because you couldn't see it before, it corresponds to the number on the bottom, and it's a mixed bag of stuff. There's really, really good stuff, and there's okay stuff, but most of it's actually really good. So it was all donated, so thank you to everyone who donated for that.
100%.
100% donated.
Yes.
What else is cool?
Do you want to do the photo scan run? That's a fun one.
All right, so photo scan run. This one is going to be pretty cool. So we have, there's going to be a list of things that we have on a list, and you're going to list of things on a list. It's been a long day, long month. The directions are pretty easy. At the end of the day, you're going to post on your favorite social, or you're going to post it in our event page or our dedicated album on Jeeps on the Run, but you're got to use the hashtag JOTR Hunt 2025. At the end, when the dust all settles, the next day we're going to pick the winner of that. We've got some criteria. What I can tell you is be creative and post a lot, and your odds are good. It doesn't have after party. These posts happen at the dealership. They can happen. Heck, I don't care if they happen on your ride to the dealership or to the after party.
And we'll have like different challenges in there. So
yeah.
Some of them might say like take a picture with I don't know,
a volunteer,
yes.
Whatever. And one of them is open-ended. Be creative. But the more fun, the more photos you share and tag, you got to have the QR code for us to find them. And then we're going to pick. And then we are going.
Okay, but explain how they're going to use that list.
Well, the list we will it's going to be on the website. We'll also put the list out on an email, and then we decide on every table at the after party is to have a QR code, but we'll also have that. We'll also have a QR code at the event. But if you haven't signed up for our mailing list, you're going to want to sign up. Listen, this link, if you're not going to scan it. So if you haven't signed up for the mailing list, you should. There's a QR code on the top. If you forget about it, go to the bottom of Jeeps on the Run website homepage, all the way to the bottom, and sign up for the mailing list. Two things: one, we don't spam you. Two is you're going to get this information. And can I suggest that you put your phone number in for text messages? Now, those who are already signed up know we have not done a single text message since last December. But what happens is on this day, you're going to get a text message. Hey, in 10 minutes, the bag raffle on the main stage, be there. So you're going to get alerts along the day telling you what events are happening. Hey, the magician is here from noon to whatever. You're going to get alerts. So if you kind of want to be in the know and not miss out anything, scan that QR code or go to the bottom of the website, whatever, get signed up for the messages. We're not spamming you, I promise. And if you just don't want it, you just unsubscribe. You're not locked into anything. So it's really not a big deal. But we'll get that QR code out to you guys. I'll post it on social. I'll post this stuff before the event even starts.
All right, another thing that we are continuing this year is we again thank you, Lisa, thank you, Jen, thank you to our children. We spent a lot of time making the centerpieces again.
That's actually last year's. This year's is even cooler.
For the event. So these will be on the tables. If you see them, they are available for purchase. There'll be a tag on them with instructions. We're asking for a $35 donation. And if there is a lantern that you particularly like, they light up, there's all sorts of things, they're super fun. But if you find one you like, take the tag off, bring it up to merch, and then you that lantern is then to take at the end of the day.
It sucks because these people haven't seen anything. Hang on, you just keep going because I'm gonna share this on.
Okay. The next thing too that is new this year, to make it a little more exciting, is we are going to have a duck hunt. So I'm sure at some point you guys have seen these cute little teeny tiny ducks here. So our cute little ducks are going to be hidden all over the Marriott in our tent room where the raffles are, and also in Santa's workshop room. So these will be hidden. If you are interested in participating, you are going to go to Santa's workshop area, and you will get this cute little duck bag. And this is your bag to hold the ducks that you collect throughout the day. The first 20 people to collect 10 ducks can go back to the kids' table where you started, or the Santa's workshop area, and there will be prizes for you. So kind of a fun way if you want to kids the bag and go looking for ducks. If you want to do it as a family, if you want to do it as an adult or teenager, everybody is welcome to participate. So that's kind of a fun new thing. So keep your eyes peeled for those little ducks.
And to everyone on Facebook, I don't know. I'm sorry. We won't do it this again because I think those people are out, and it sucks.
That's probably most of our crowd.
It's probably most of our crowd. Yeah. And I was trying to get it going, but it's got a mind zone here. All right, what are we at next? So Marine boot camp. So the Marines last year, they're all in, they're there, and they stand around and they take pictures. But we wanted to engage this year. So the Marines are going to have like a little boot camp set up, all ages, and whoever wants to join it. And they're going to have, they're going to put you through some of the paces, maybe some pull up, some push ups, whatever, and then you're going to earn basically a goodie bag from the Marines, some toys for Tots in it, has some cool Marine swag, but it gives you the opportunity to actually engage with the Marines and you get to talk with them more than just saying thanks for service, which is awesome, but I think it's something more engaging. The Marines will be in their same spot at the Marriott, but with a little more, just a little more activity going on and it's for all ages. Now, what that's on here that, or that's not on here that I am this close to figuring out, and I can't promise, but I've been working really for a long time, and I'm waiting on an answer. Is I'm this close to having Jeep be participating in our ride and they're going to potentially send a one of the designers from Jeep. I was actually talking last weekend at the LA Auto Show, and they bring like models and sketchbooks and literally, I think, but show people how to design a car and show how they, what's the first step in designing a vehicle.
But that is not confirmed.
It's not confirmed. Fingers crossed I can pull this off, but I thought I would share because it would be really cool if it happens. And I'm really close to that, so hopefully by tomorrow I have an answer. But no less, I'm sure that it does become a thing, because I think that will be super cool.
If new this year as well, if you are looking for help or you have a question, day of the event, you look at anybody for these lanyards. Anybody who's wearing one of these will help direct you to either a question for you or direct to somebody who can. So look for that if you have any questions about any of the duck hunt, scavenger hunt, where it is located. The bag raffle, we are going to change that a little bit this year as well. So with the bag raffle, one of the feedback, some of the feedback from last year was that it was a little bit on the dangerous side. People were getting crushed against the stage as they were trying to participate in the bag
crushed might be an exaggeration. Maybe.
But so this year, we are gonna try and run it just a little bit differently. If you haven't participated in the bag raffle before, basically you have a $20 bill, you hold it up. Have people with bags, they'll take your 20, they'll give you a bag, and once all 50 bags are distributed, then everybody opens their bag together, and everybody's a winner. Some bags are bigger, some are smaller. We have one big, huge prize, grand prize. So the first prize that we have is a scooter, a motorized or electric scooter. And then the second is, how big is the TV mic?
I'm getting comments that the audio is not great. Can you hear me at April? Because I know this microphone sometimes sucks. So let me know. We'll change microphones. The TV is what? 75-inch TV. Do I have voice filtering in? No, I don't think so. Can you guys hear us? Hang on, where are the comments? Comments. If you guys can't hear,
It dropped out.
All right, well, let me know. I don't know if this is better. We'll talk closer.
Sorry. So the second thing that we're going to do with bag raffle
Thanks.
Is that we are going to run 2 bag raffles this year rather than 1. So if you get to participate in the first one, do not panic. There will be a second opportunity to do that. To prevent people from kind of rushing the stage, people with the bags are going out the bag will be on the dance floor, kind of around the edge of the dance floor. So that should hopefully prevent anybody from really kind of smushed up there. So again, 2 bag raffles, 1, and we have some really
check. Is this audio better?
No, it's cutting in and out. This is just called.
I know. Is this better? We're trying to fix it. Are you going to be putting this up? Some of you guys are cutting it out so bad. Is this audio better? Let me know. Comments. Sorry.
Okay.
Is it better? Yes, it says yes.
Okay.
Yes, better. All right.
Okay, fabulous.
Yeesh, sorry. All right. So
This
now
is
we're
our
on this
struggle.
mic. This is the struggle bus.
Sorry. So just to recap.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay. So just to recap, bag raffle, we're going to do 2 of them now. Check your schedule. There will be a schedule for the timing of those. Again, come to the dance floor rather than rushing the stage. The people handing out the bags will be on the dance floor, around the edge or the outside of the dance floor, essentially.
And again, sign up for that text message thing, because the text message is going to tell you when and where to be. I'm not going to lie. The text message, this is going to be a first time thing for us. Oh, we're picking up Facebook now. I don't know where this is coming from, but this is the text message thing is going to be a first time thing. So bear with us, but I've done events for this in the past, and it's really nice. Like, oh, I lost track of time. That's right, the bag raffle. And especially like at Ray, you know, when we pick that $500 winner, you're only have a few minutes to be there to claim your prize. But remember, we will post the schedule prior to the event. It will go out in an email. So again, if you're on the email, and anyone who's wearing one of these, if you have a question or didn't get the schedule, you can scan back here, but all this stuff is on our website.
And in addition, if you participate in the run itself, in your little goodie bag, you will have a schedule of events as well. So there's multiple ways to access that information.
And so Chris Hall runs a 4xe enthusiast group like myself, and those who know. So we mentioned Struggle Bus. I just had to give a shout out. That was a good one. Maybe you'll win that 25 Gladiator and you don't have to worry about your 4xe.
So really quickly, I don't know if it makes sense now that it seems like it's working voice wise. Was there any information that anybody needed us to recap on, whether that be how the lanterns, the centerpieces work, the cork pull, the duck hunt, the photo scavenger hunt, and the raffle bag changes? If anybody needs us to repeat any of that information, just let us know. Speaking of raffles, you guys, the prizes this year are fabulous. We have so many good prizes. Like, these packages are unbelievable. Thank you to everybody who has donated, and thank you so incredibly much. So I have had a lot of help this year. In particular, Connie, thank you so much. She did an absolutely amazing job with collecting raffle prizes. And then Kristen Miller as well has got some amazing Jeep contacts. So anything for your Jeep suspension, that sort of stuff, she has absolutely killed it in getting those donations. So thank you.
So yes, the prizes are out of this world for sure. Two things. One thing, yes, duck hunt is for all ages. Those of you who want to stick around, we'll go through the first half when we're done. But let me get through this, and we will recap the stuff that was missed because the audio sucked. Duck hunt for all ages. The raffles, though, like April said, Kristen Miller, Connie, and I don't even want to single out but you guys stepped up, and it makes a huge difference. The other one that comes to mind is the Huberts, Doug and his family.
And I have not had a chance to post that yet. You guys, they dropped it off today, and it is freaking amazing. So
all I can say is that my family has not bought Jeep raffle, any raffle tickets for the past, 10 years. We just stay out of the raffles. I think it has a bad look.
It's harder and harder every year.
I am really sad that I cannot win some of these prizes.
They're amazing this year.
Doug, if you're watching, you're gonna have to repeat some of these. I think if they don't, they're unbelievable. And April will share them later. But
yes,
we're talking homemade. I mean, this guy has probably spent 100 hours on some of these prizes. I can't even tell you how cool they are. It's unbelievable.
Answer your question too for the after party. The after party is $5 per person. You can buy your tickets ahead of time online. And then just bring your QR code.
But that includes everything but food and drinks. But that's the band. That's all of the activities we have going on is all included at $5 a person. I promise you.
Yeah.
You can't. It's a small donation.
It is there. We are going to have for the kids too, just like other years, glitter artists. We're going to have face painters. We'll have a magician walking around this year for all ages, so not just kids. Like super cool.
Yeah, this magician has come highly recommended, and again, the goal also is we had a lot of stuff. I feel like for younger group kids, but even for the teens, the duck hunt, the photo opportunities, the Marines. I'm really counting. Hopefully, this Jeep thing pans out because this will be a lot of fun for all ages. We realize that this isn't necessarily the place for the 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds. They don't want to be here, right? Or they want to be with their friends. Well, bring their friends, and they're all going to have fun. Put them on their
kickoff. If you haven't done this, you guys, this is like the best kickoff to Christmas. Talk about feeling amazing. You see everybody dressed up. Everybody is there for a good cause. And the generosity of people is truly like, I walk away feeling like refreshed for the entire year. So
send them out with their TikToks and see what they can win, right? So, so let's talk about raffles for a second. We did this in years past, and it actually turned out to be not only fun, but it raised some more money. So let's say you win a raffle basket that you've got, I don't know, say you live in Egypt and you got a raffle prize for a gift card that was for McHenry County, and you're not going to do it, but you really wanted, you're not going to use it, but you really wanted whatever else was in the package. We try to be mindful when we put the packages together, but it just doesn't always work out. Anything that you win in your package and you're not going to use it and you'd like to donate it back, bring it to the stage during the raffles. And when we're done, we do a live auction, and we live auction all of these things off. And we've done it in the past, and it turns into be a lot of fun. So it doesn't have to be a gift card. It could be anything that you got in your package that you're not going to want to use. Bring them to the stage,
use it
and then so we kind of double dip, and we'll basically sell it again through live auction. It turns into be a lot of fun. The other thing is we get a lot of feedback with the auctions, with the raffles. Just so you guys know, we know this is a long day. Like, believe me, if anyone knows it's a long day, it's us, from 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night before we get home. So we're trying to make it still fun, but kind of shorten it a little bit. So the raffles we have streamlined to make it a little smoother and make the process a little faster. We know the raffles are long.
Yeah. So we're not going to read all of the packages out, but we will have everything posted on the signage as well. for the people who have donated, and we'll have that. Like I said, it'll all be available. But we're going to try and streamline it just a little bit because we know it is a long day for everyone. Do you want to go through? I think the only other thing were deadlines. And then we can recap some of the stuff that people missed earlier.
Yeah. So before we even do deadlines, I want to show you something. Some of you guys are asking, how do you know where you're going to post this information? So here is a quick thing that you could do, and you can turn this off once the event's done if you want to. But if you go to jeepsontherun.com or Jeeps on the Run Facebook group, and you click these three, I'm going to do this backwards. Click these three dots, and then you go to manage notifications right there. See it? Right? And see how this one says all posts? Yours likely says highlights or off or something else. If you change that to all posts, you'll be in the know. You'll get this updated information.
And even if you just do it for the next week.
And if it's too much, I get it. Turn it off when you're done. But at least you kind of you'll be in the know. The other thing is most of the people that are on these feeds are the people who don't need to know because they're generally the ones following. So any help you guys can do to put this out, share with your friends, share on garage sale pages. The route is now live. Share the route. Let people come out, right? We're on year 3 now. It took 5 years before people actually came out with our old route, right? And they were lining the streets. Last year we had people lining the streets, those of us who took the proper route. But do anything you can, right? Helping make this event grow doesn't always cost money. It could be something as simple as sharing the event. Go to the Facebook event page and click invite your friends to it. They don't have to have a Jeep to join, and every little bit helps. It's not about the $5, but it's about the getting, let's fill the event. Everyone's going to have fun. And maybe who knows, maybe these people buy a Jeep and they come back as a Jeep participant. But if you've never been, this is truly a kickoff to Christmas. It's a ton of fun.
And that was everything, I think.
So we can recap a little bit. If there's deadlines. So this week is like the week of all the nonsense. So let's start with Wednesday.
No,
Tuesday. I think it's so weird how it does that. Look at, ready? Watch.
Wait, you can't see mom.
So
does the middle finger work?
Tuesday is the last day I can take
That's because you're watching
and
a
Kristen,
short.
do not even worry about it at all. So Tuesday's the last day for raffles because at that point I'm putting together the master list, and that master list is going. Yeah, that master list is going to be printed out and put in all of the bags that you guys receive at Ray. We will also have extra copies of that master list at the raffle table at the event. And then everything, of course, will be listed on the table. You can see all the items as well.
And that master list also goes on the website.
So Tuesday, last day for donations, so I can get my master list done.
So last day for donations. Then the next
raffle donations. The
next thing is Friday. You can donate all you want after, like, monetarily, but raffle donations. The next deadline is Friday. Friday morning is your last opportunity to buy the swag. So show them the swag, April. I think it's awesome.
And then
they get the little hat on there, and then the back. Here, turn around.
I can't tell if I'm lined up.
Yeah, you're kind of good. Jeep's full. You got him pumping the presents out of the Jeep. If you know who this is, that's actually one of our members. That's his truck. So anyway, the last day to buy swag at the dealership is going to be Friday morning. And two things: if you want your sizes, get there to Ray before Friday. And huge thanks to the cashiers and the managers at Ray, because they turn into Macy's clerks for a month, and they don't have to do all this, and they do. So thank you all, right? Yeah. So Friday is the last day. Friday morning is the last opportunity to get your swag at Ray. After that, the only place it will be available is at the Marriott. Now, what we will have available at Ray is the flags, the Jeeps on the Run 13th annual flags, and we also will have Jeep raffle tickets there the day of as well.
No normal raffle tickets will be sold at Ray, though, just like previous years. Those will only be sold at the Marriott.
And you have to be present to win all of the raffles except for the Jeep. You do not have to be present to win the Jeep. You do have to be present to win all of the other prizes. If you're not there and your ticket's pulled, we'll end up pulling another ticket. And a lot of people ask me why. And the reason is because we don't have the capacity to bring all this stuff back home and then try and get a hold of people and everything else. It turns into a nightmare. If someone wants to join the team and manage that, we could make it. Yeah, not
Okay.
this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why a lot of people ask why, because
Yeah.
it just doesn't work.
So the raffles, if you the raffles will be right around 3:00. The non-Jeep raffles, the Jeep raffle will be after that.
And so those of you who are watching, so I see some people from California. I think we've probably pulled in people from our YouTube channel. If you don't subscribe to the Jeeps on the Run YouTube channel, there's everything from event stuff, 4xe stuff, Jeep news, insider Jeep information. So give the Jeeps on the Run YouTube channel a subscribe. Helps every little bit. But I know there's a ton of people that probably from our subscribers that have purchased Jeep raffle tickets. That morning, I think we just focused on just doing it live on YouTube, I think, or something. We'll let you know where, because this didn't work, right? This YouTube, Facebook thing didn't work. But that morning or that afternoon when we pull the Jeep raffle ticket, we will be live streaming it. I'll figure out where it's going to be. But again, turning on your notifications, grabbing that text message, because we'll probably be able to shoot out a link to where to watch that Jeep ticket being pulled if you're not present. And it's always fun to see it anyway, regardless if you even bought a ticket, because it's super exciting.
All right. So I think that was pretty much everything for those people who.
If you have a question, type it into the YouTube. I don't know that I'm checking over here to make sure we didn't miss anything, because.
Okay. So.
Oop.
Did you? Okay. We can go over.
It was picking that up. Let me check the page though. So let's just start from.
Should we start with the new? Do you want to go just really quickly go over new this year at Ray?
Yeah. So new this year at Ray. If you're a registered Jeep, you got to be one of the 500 Jeeps, and you have to be present at the dealership. You don't have to do anything else as long as you're registered and present. Ray has offered to give away a $500 spending spree. So that's either in parts or service. So maybe you need, I don't know, an oil leak fixed. Use your $500 towards that. Maybe you want a new lift, tires, wheels. Maybe you want to spend $500 on Jeep swag. You could use it towards that. It's not a best dressed. It's not a best Jeep. It's nothing. It's just gonna be randomly pulled 2 people that are present. Well, if you're not present, we'll go on to the next one, but you got to be there. So again, text message and be listening to Mark Estes. We'll talk about him in a second.
Ducks. We have a lot of fun additions with ducks for all ages. So first thing is a duck hunt. We are going to have a duck hunt at the Marriott.
Unfortunately, not the Nintendo one.
Yes, no. Not
Although there are Nintendo games still this year. That's always been a hot one.
We are going to be hiding these adorable little itty bitty ducks. Sorry, I know I can't quite read.
There it is.
There. All right, these cute little ducks. We're going to be hiding them all over both rooms in the Marriott. So both the room where the band is and the room where the kids stuff is and the Marines. If you are interested in participating in the duck hunt, you are going to go to Santa's workshop area. You're going to get one of these cute little bags. And you, your family, your kids, whoever would like to participate.
No age limit. That doesn't matter. Let grandma in on it.
Search for those ducks. And if you collect 10 of them, the first 20 people to collect 10 can come back to the kids' table with their 10 ducks. We have little prizes for you.
And don't collect. Once you grab 10, just stop, because then you're gonna kind of screw it up for other people,
yeah.
right? So
that was one duck thing. The second duck thing is a cork pull. Kind of duck related, but we're going to have a cork pull. You do have to be 21 in order to participate in the cork pull, but we're going to have all of these little plastic ducks set out at our wine or at our cork pull table, and you will pick one of them on the bottom of the duck.
So the cork pull is because normally they pull corks that have numbers on them. There's nothing about, there's no cork on this.
Okay. So our duck pull, you have a number on the bottom. And then there is it's $10 if $10 per pull. And then there will be
pull as many as you want.
Yep. There'll be numbers on the bottles of alcohol, and you win the corresponding. Although look at, I pulled duck 5 and tree 6, but anyway, you'll get the corresponding bottle of booze or wine or whatever. Thank you to everybody who has donated.
Yeah, and all that stuff
$10
has been donated.
Correct.
Yeah.
So $10, and you're going home with a bottle of something.
Hey, Charlie, okay, will you go get Doug's prize? We'll just show it live while we're at it.
Second thing that is new.
What is it?
there's a bunch.
Charlie knows what one is.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Okay.
get the custom one.
If you have questions, look
So
for somebody with
anyone
feedback.
that's wearing this, if you're a board member, they're going to have probably more answers than someone who's a volunteer. So the volunteer ones are going to say volunteer in yellow under here. So having said that, if you're watching this and you are a volunteer, you get this fancy little memorabilia, but you're going to want to make sure that you check in. You'll be getting an email later today or tomorrow at the latest, and you're going to check in and you're going to get your badge, if you will, right? So please wear this where people can see it.
And if people are looking for any information on the schedule, or
they can scan the
anything
code.
else,
But again, that's all on the website. If you
Right.
just dig around the website, it will all be there. It may not be there yet, but I promise it will be there.
do you want to do the Marine boot camp?
Yeah, so I think you guys could hear by then, but the Marine boot camp, we talked about this. I'll just go over it real brief. Rather than just standing there and looking pretty, they're going to get interactive, right? They're going to have a boot camp set up. You're going to do some push-ups, some pull-ups, whatever. They're going to run you through some paces, and you're going to get to walk away with some nice Marine or Toys for Tots swag. And again, all ages. It doesn't matter. But go say hi to the Marines. Go interact with them. Hey, do your hashtag, do your photo opportunity with them.
And then we are also going to have a photo scavenger hunt new this year.
Yeah, I don't know if they could hear us for the photo scavenger hunt.
Could you guys? I don't know if you want me to repeat that or not, but the photo scavenger hunt, I'll give you just a quick overview. There will be a bunch of different challenges for you. You are going to take pictures, use the hashtag that Mike has there to post on social media. And the idea is to have fun, get some great pictures with you, your Jeep, your family.
We'll have a list of tasks or scavenger items, but be creative, do your own. The more the merrier. The more you post, the better your odds. And get creative. Get your whole crew together, and it's awesome. All right, so let's show this, guys. The Huberts dropped this off today. This is why I'm mad I can't buy raffle tickets. All right, so Doug bought this at Walmart. This is a Chinese Walmart gas caddy with a real Jeep logo on it. Okay. So now here's my thumb again. He cut it open.
Okay. Hang on. Are you good, Charlie?
It's heavy. The Jeep's on the Run leather. This is literally, this is all handmade, right? You got Jeeps on the Run glasses here, which obviously Jeeps on the Run. And then you've got a bottle of Captain Morgan. You've got Jeeps on the Run coasters over here. Hang on. I'm trying to do this backwards. Jeeps on the Run coasters. These are all leather. And then it will dispense the Coke can. And then you've got your bottle of Captain Morgan there. I mean,
and he constructed this entire thing. Like, this is unbelievable.
Like, literally everything about it. Like, all the wood inside. Like, he made this to fit inside a freaking Chinese gas can.
Can you go to the comments?
I mean, how? Oh, it's amazing.
Got it? Thank you, buddy.
So, gotta bring it closer.
Charlie.
If you're watching it vertically, this doesn't work. You got to watch this horizontally.
Charlie, open it up. You got it?
Well, we've got really good pictures of it coming online. And honestly, this is one of the things that he did. We have more to come, but this one, just the wow factor again. The fact that he cut this open. I don't want to, right? Look at this. It's unbelievable. I can't even tell you the craftsmanship of this and the details. And then look at this leather badge, on the side here. Yeah. And the way it, I would have made one cut in this and screwed up the gas can and kicked it across the room and it would have been over. It's so cool. I mean, it'll be on display. It'll be awesome.
So I don't want you to lose that comment. It said,
I saw it.
There. Okay, perfect.
All right. So Doug says never again.
Well,
But you
we're
did
thankful
kind of
for-
say if someone really wanted one. But so thank you to the Huberts. And I'm not going to spoil the other one. You guys got to see what he made over the weekend for another one of the team members. But oh my gosh, just the creativity is phenomenal. All right. So we talked to the road crew today. How are we line up and dispatch? So great question. So you are going to come in. It's first. Listen, within reason. But we had an issue one year. One year it was first in, last out. It was really bad. We screwed up. We owned it. We fixed it. That was like 3 or 4 years ago. You are assuming no glitches, right? Assuming a Jeep doesn't start and we got to move to another line. You're first in, you're first out. So now what will happen is, so if you're first in, so when you come in, you're going to come in on the north side of Jeep. So just south of the Chevy building is where you're going to come in. And don't worry about it. It's all marked. You can't screw it up.
We'll have two things. We're going to open the lot.
Lot will open at 8 o'clock. Now, for what it's worth, there have been times that if we're ready and we're set up, we will open it early. But you got to find a place to park. You can't just stage on Route 12. So just be mindful. Some people hang out at Thornton's. Those you know who you are. Thornton's has already been warned again that we're coming. The crew at Thornton's is phenomenal. But
when you get to the event, or when you get to Ray, make sure that you have your QR code up and ready for our road crew to scan you in.
And you can do the QR code right from your phone. Remember, one year we had to tell you to print it. QR code from your phone is totally fine. Can I make the suggestion of taking a screenshot of your QR code? Then it's in your camera roll. You're not fumbling for it. So if you just take a screenshot of it, and then so you're going to have one QR code per Jeep, scan it, and then you're going to have one QR code per person at the Marriott. So just have your QR codes ready. You don't have to print them. It's fine. But just have them ready, and it makes it go a lot faster. And then we'll mark with some kind of indicator on the bottom corner of your windshield. We've already told them to put it small and not where your wipers hit, because I know these are mementos for the year and bragging rights to see who can keep the little. Last year it was a J. Who knows what it'll be this year, right? As long as they can. So first in, first out. We do have some VIP that are going to be first out. We got people that have to get to the Marriott who are volunteers. So we have a crew that goes out like in that really, really first wave to make sure they get there to get finished setting up. We got to get the Jeep inside. If you watch that live feed, that's nothing short of a miracle to get that inside.
And with the release, it'll be the same as last year, about approximately 50 Jeeps per batch.
Yeah, so Lake County, we've already talked to them. The route is set. It's approximately 50 Jeeps. Sometimes it's 65, sometimes it's 47, right? But it's going to be approximately 50 Jeeps. I know there was a few issues one year with different intersections. We're only on year 3 with this, right? So, everyone, sometimes we forget when we start something over, it takes us a minute. So I will say, I think we've really got this polished this year. We changed the route 2 years ago to come across Milwaukee versus, whatever. We've got it figured out. I will tell you, just patience. Remember, red light cameras are on you guys. You got to follow all traffic rules, right? And there are turn lanes where oftentimes there's 2 lanes, right? If you can use both turn lanes, but then just let each other back in. We're all going together. But if you can use both left turn lanes or right turn lanes, left turn lanes only, right? Yeah, whatever. If you can use both of them and work as a team, all 50 of you guys are going to get there smoother. Just remember that.
And are we going to have assistance at some of the bigger intersections again
this
year?
So, yeah. In fact, they sent me the whole playbook. There is more assistance this year than there was previous years. So the bigger intersections will have, now you may not see them standing in the road sometimes. They may be off in the corner, but they're controlling the lights through the remote system. So they may not always necessarily be actually directing you out in the middle of traffic, but they are there. And they're also watching the camera traffic lights through, the overhead cameras. So you'll notice, right, forever long green arrows that you would never get, you're going to get. So just pay attention. But again, remember, try and maintain the speed. The slingshot thing, I think, is kind of a thing of the past because we're all, it goes out in waves of 50. So you don't have that big.
It makes it a little bit easier too with going out in waves of 50. You're not going to have as much of a line at the Marriott when you're waiting to check in because everybody's coming in at waves. You're not going to have to wait as long for the toy unload because again, everybody's coming in waves. So it should help alleviate some of those bottlenecks that we had in previous years.
And listen, like everyone loved the the ride, the police escorted start to finish ride, including myself. Here's one thing I can tell you is actually, if you've partaked in this, partaken, if you've joined the ride in the past, a lot of people actually like this way better because it's actually faster and it's a little easier. It's less stressful. You're not worried, do I stop? This guy's trying to cross in front of me. And it's actually when we first started this, the first time Monday morning, I didn't have an email box full of hate from community. So this is all about helping the community and what we do. And I think it gives us a much better view of what we do in the community. This isn't about us, right? We don't have to screw up everyone's day to deliver toys. So doing it in waves of 50. Now, here's one thing I'm going to tell you. People are like, oh, but they don't know what we're doing, or it's cool to see us all on the line. And it is. But mark my word, waves of Jeeps in 50 intervals with only a few minute gap, you still make an impact out there. And people still are like, wow, that was cool. What was with all the decorated Jeeps? We haven't lost that. So I'm telling you, if you're not joining the ride because of that, you truly are missing out. And some of the people who have joined the ride or didn't join the ride before because it took an hour and a half to get to the destination and now joined it, like it better. So just remember, enjoying the ride helps with, it's a donation. It helps with the cause. And it's still a ton of fun. And believe me, when that green light's another 10 minutes long, everyone's still looking at you. And it's a wow factor. Kristen has a very good point. Please now go and look for your QR code. If you can't find it, send an email. I would prefer you don't blow me up on Facebook Messenger. Send an email to to Mike at Jeeps on the Run or April at Jeeps on the Run. Send an email and we'll resend your code. But please don't wait till Friday or Saturday night. Friday, we're doing raffle tickets. We're loading stuff in the van. We're getting ready to bring stuff over to the Marriott Saturday. Saturday is an all-day hands-on event at the Marriott. And needless to say, Sunday. So come Friday, if you are looking for a QR code for me, it's going to be if I have a chance to get to my phone and do it. I'm just being honest, okay?
Did everybody catch the lanterns? Was that part of the
Thornton's crew, right? They got it.
The lanterns, again, are going to be the centerpieces at the table. I'm not sure if some of you missed this earlier, but these are all handmade. We're asking for a $35 donation.
Minimum of $35. Yes. You can give $100.
But if you're interested, you find one you really like, grab the tag off of it, bring it to merch. You can pay there, and then that lantern is yours to take. All right, so let's talk about lanterns for a second because, yeah, this one is actually here because someone took, I'm not saying someone stole it. There was a misunderstanding. Someone took a lantern or thought it was free, whatever the case. Meanwhile, someone else had bought one. So do not take a lantern. And you're going to get, if you buy it, you're going to get a sold tag to put on it, right? So if the lantern doesn't have a tag on it, it means someone took the tag and they went to pay for it. If it does have a tag on it that says like buy me, that means you can go buy it. Or if it's sold, it's going to have a tag. So the only way you can leave with one of these is if it has a sold tag on it. And you bought it.
And you bought it. Yeah. Okay. So please just be mindful of the lanterns. Now you don't have to wait to the end of the event. You could grab a tag first thing and go pay for it and put your name on it. But listen, April was nice enough to be like, oh, we'll just make 3 more. And I'm just like, I'm JOTR over and here it is. So we're not, I hate to say it, she's not, and I'm telling her she's not. We're not making any more of these. So just a learning curve, right? It is what it is. Jessie says that she's meeting at the McHenry Theater for Mini Convoy. I love it. So this brings up a good point. Jessie, thanks for pointing this out. And guys come in together. Now, here's the thing. A lot of Jeep clubs come in together to the line. Awesome. I love that you guys do all these mini convoys because it's like another spirited way you show where you're going. And it's really cool. Here's the thing. When the lines come in, there are times that, you know, maybe the end of the line, they move the next to the next line or whatever. And someone's like, oh, I'm with that Jeep club. I want to stay with them. Listen, if we tried to keep everyone together that came in together, like, listen, if you come in as a group of Jeep club, you're likely going to stick together. But here's what happens. There are situations where we've had a line of people sitting at Thornton's, but we got to get people off of Route 12. So we'll let some of the Thornton's go, and then we'll let Route 12 go. So you kind of just got to go with it, right? And we've had people like, well, I don't let them in, or I don't let them in yet. I want to be with my group.
we'll try.
You're gonna be
Obviously, yeah.
close, right? But just please understand that it doesn't always work that way. What we can tell you is you are going to be first in, first out. If you come in at 9:45, you are going to be the end of the line. You're going to be the last out. Okay. The other thing is we're going to do that Jeep raffle for the $500 spending spree at Ray, probably about 9:15, because I want to have enough time to everyone kind of finish up, get back to their Jeeps. So you're going to want to be there in time to be part of that raffle. Again, if you're not there for the raffle, you're going to miss out. Okay.
Did you guys need, there were a couple of bag raffle changes. Did you guys catch those earlier?
Oh yeah. So bag raffle changes. Last year we did bag raffle from the stage, and we do. So after the event, we have a survey. Most of you know the survey. My board says I'm an idiot because the survey takes people an hour long to fill out.
We appreciate your feedback.
We appreciate your feedback. But what's cool is I said, these people will give us their feedback, and hundreds of you fill out this hour-long survey, which is super cool. But know that because of the survey, we truly make changes.
So last year, we had people who were pushed up against the stage during the bag raffle, and we want to try and avoid that. We don't want anybody getting hurt. So we've made some changes this year to help improve that. One of the changes is that we are going to do 2 different bag raffles. So if you don't get a bag the first time, don't panic. There will be a second opportunity for that. If you haven't done the bag raffle before, you hold up a $20 bill. We take your $20 bill and we give you a bag. Everybody opens them. There's one grand prize winner and lots of small winners.
And everyone's a winner.
Yes. So you might get a t-shirt, you might get a hat, you might get a gift card, you might
But you're not going to get an empty bag, right?
Or a we have an motor. Yeah,
There's actually, so we should call out, and I guess Narnan's, right? Is it pronounced? I'm screwing up. Naren's photography. He's been a huge help giving. He's got Toys for Tots boxes freaking all over Lake County. Huge help. Thank you. But he also donated a significant number of gift cards for a photography session.
Super cool and amazing.
So great stuff. Check him out. So a lot of you may win a photography session, if anything else. So
we are going to do 2 different bag raffles, and rather than coming up to the stage, we are going to have the people with the bags around the outside perimeter of the dance floor, just around.
So we're not going to be elevated, but we're going to all be spread out further. So we're not going to be able to kind of reach over people this year, but we're going to be spread out. So we're going to cover a larger area of the floor, and 2 of them.
If you don't get it the first time, you have a second opportunity.
Yeah. So fingers crossed it works. But again, we did have people saying like they were up against stage and getting bum rushed from the back.
Yeah,
and
we don't want anybody getting hurt. Safety is more important. As far as Ray in the morning, this year we are just going to have water and coffee. We were looking water and coffee, but we were looking into doing hot cocoa, but this year we could not get that to happen in time. So
we tried. We had some prices on what it would cost, and it didn't. I'm with you. I don't drink coffee either. We could maybe try and figure out how to get hot water and some Swiss Miss. Swiss Miss. I mean, that's easy, right?
Let me see what I can do. But
that's a good idea.
Vendor, we were gonna have.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a vendor truck there with coffee and stuff, but
just the logistics didn't work out for us this year. So we will see.
But there will be coffee and donuts.
Yes.
Maybe if we can get a Cambro with hot water. No promises, but that's a great idea.
Yeah.
For sure. Any other questions? I guess one thing I just want to recap because it was early in the game, but is again, huge shout out to Ray and the Scarpelli family. Listen, they count. Okay, so we're on Jeep number 6. So with Jeeps alone, we're right about $300,000 worth of vehicles they have donated. Now, here's the thing: there's 2 very, very common misconceptions here. How do I get balloons?
I don't know what caused that.
What caused that? There's 2 common misconceptions. One is that Jeep gives them this Jeep, or Jeep helps cover the cost. They don't. I'm just telling you right now, Jeep does not give them the Jeep, and Jeep does not give them any funds to cover the cost of the Jeep.
Nor does Ray ask for anything back.
So that was the second thing.
We are not putting any money toward this Jeep. they donated. So that means that every ticket sold goes to buying toys, guys.
So it's the other, like people always say, oh, the proceeds of the Jeep go to buying toys. It's not a proceeds. Proceeds to me means what's left over money. If you buy a $20 ticket, that $20 ticket goes towards buying toys because we don't give Ray anything back, and we haven't in 6 years.
So thank you, Ray. That's amazing.
Tell me another Jeep dealership that's done that. Any dealership that's done that. And again, I'm not kidding when I say what he's done for us is small to what he's done for the community. Fox Lake has Friday night concerts because of him. So yes, that's Jeep. You don't have to be present to win. The other thing is, I totally lost. So huge thanks to the Scarpellis. They're completely selfless people. I truly mean it when I say use them as a home for a vehicle, service, whatever it is. They care, right? And we've had people trade in their Jeeps and go buy Chevys from Ray Chevrolet. Their family's been in business for over 60 years. And Ray, his grandfather or his son, well, 3 generations are running the business still. And there's always one of them at the dealerships every day. And it shows, right? So they're truly amazing people. If you see them at the event, you will see them at the event. Tell them thank you, right? And again, if you're looking to buy a vehicle, this isn't a sales pitch, but please support those who support us. All of our sponsors. Go to jeepsontherun.com and click on the sponsor page. Most of these people who are sponsors have been sponsors for a long time. Some of them have been sponsors since the first event ever. And so I always ask that we try and support those who support us. Old National Bank is another one. They've been a title sponsor of the after party for probably 10 years. And we can't thank them enough either for their support, right?
While we're thinking, so there's 2 things. Okay. Can I do one more quick thanks?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All
Jump in the
right.
gun.
So no, I just wanted to say, in the past year, we've shifted things to for the most part, I guess Mike and I used to, in a very small core group, used to sort of do everything. And this year, we have a board in place, and everybody is taking different roles than they have in the past. We're divvying things a little bit different. So just having a little bit of grace with us, as this is a learning curve for us too. Obviously, we've all been there, we've all done it, but just kind of some of us are taking on new roles and new jobs the day of. So we would appreciate
even now
your
we've been
understanding.
taking on things that
Yes.
so to that point, in the past, I'm not going to say it's been me, but it's like we're always on these radios and hey, someone's got this question. Well, where's Mike? He's got to answer it. Well, that's not how we want this to operate. Anyone that has a board member on their flag or on their thing
has been involved in
for the last year and knows every in and out and every intricacy. We literally went through this morning a punch list at 9:00 this morning, and we finished at 4:00 this afternoon. And it was everything from who's picking up the donuts to who's moving the porta potties to who's pulling raffle tickets. Every detail has been flushed out and
like
reorganized.
Correct. So it's a little bit, we're all in slightly new roles this year. So please be patient and understanding.
The reality is you guys probably won't even notice, and it probably just makes it smoother for us.
And
I don't have much more of this left to lose, so hopefully this prolongs the process.
And thank you to everybody who's been on the back end of this. So do you want me to names?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
because I'll forget somebody.
Lisa and Derek, Jen and Kyle, and then Nick and Jillian, and then Mike and I. So we've all been working on
and then within those groups we have committees, right? And so I know also so many of you have reached out to be, how do I help? And so and this is to April's point, bear with us because we probably haven't communicated as fast as we should have, because we're all learning who's doing what time. So those of you who have reached out to volunteer and maybe we didn't get an answer to as soon as any of us had hoped, that's the why. So moving forward, this is going to be really, really polished. And our goal is to take the weight off of just one person or 2 people and spread the load here so that we can make this not necessarily bigger, but always make it better, right? We
Right.
want to make it better. Bigger isn't better.
Thank you for your patience was
So,
the point of that. But
yeah.
then I don't want to forget that other question as well.
So yes, we do take cash or card is taken. The only thing that we cannot do card is a 50-50 raffle. That's got to be cash. Now, the other thing I will tell you is in last year, the person donated all of the money back from the 50-50. But if you win anything over $600, there is a W-2, I'm going to screw this up, a W-2G form that you have to fill out. If you don't want to fill it out, we have to withhold, I don't know, 26 some percent of the money. So if you're playing in the 50-50, just realize that we do play by the rules. We're a 501c3. We're pretty stringent. Our accountant will be present that day, so she'll be looking for a signature on this form for both you to take home and for our accountant to take home to keep track of all of the winnings.
Part, Cassandra and anybody new to the event, we do take card for merch, raffle tickets, Jeep raffle.
That's the only thing is the 50-50.
And then, I think it would be really good to address food and beverages as well, since we have everybody on here.
Yeah, so food and beverages. We had an issue, 2 years ago. Let's just be transparent. It was too expensive. The prices were astronomical at Marriott, and we went back to Marriott. And to be fair, this event is something that the Marriott has never done.
And we have to understand from their point of view, because they do banquets. So there's one person paying for everything.
Right,
this point of sale transactional thing it's not what they normally do. They're doing this for us.
So exactly to April's point, the Marriott has never even set up to take individual transactions. It's, I'm having a wedding. Well, here, Mr. Jones, here's your bill, right? You're paying for everything, So, or it was a cash bar or whatever, right? So they actually 3 years ago set up this whole process just for Jeeps on the Run, which is awesome. So like us, they're learning too. And so the long and the short of it is they dropped the prices on food and beverages. Now, the one thing I will tell you,
I don't know that alcoholic beverages changed.
Well, there's something we should point out though. So a lot of people comment that the beverage is like, if you buy a beer inside of our event, it's like $1 more than if you were to walk out into the lobby and buy one. Okay. But what you should know is if you buy a beer inside our event, that does include the bartender's gratuity. Okay. So it kind of washes it out. So it, and we've had comments like, well, I just went outside into the bar in the lobby and bought a beer. It was $1 cheaper or a glass of wine or whatever.
But it's really not, because
it's not.
They're not getting gratuity on that out in the bar.
So just realize if you're buying the food, drinks, and everything else, the gratuity is included in those prices. So it kind of changes what the price of that stuff is. I will post the food prices and the menu. The menu looks good. The prices, guys, it's. I was gonna say it's not McDonald's, but you can't even eat McDonald's for $12 anymore.
Right.
So
they definitely adjusted their pricing.
They listened to us.
Yes.
So I know last year or whatever year, people were like, "Well, the food's too expensive. We're not gonna eat there." So they were, but they did lower the price. I mean, it was significantly lower after they adjusted. So they did listen.
Yes. So thank you to the Marriott as well for that. And they have been fantastic.
Yeah, the Marriott's been great. They have been letting us drive this Jeep in. They've been very, very accommodating to whatever we needed. So and they definitely give us a great deal on everything that we get there. We add tables, we add chairs, whatever you need. They just no questions, right?
In addition, another change at the Marriott, you just made me think of this with their flexibility. We originally thought that the Packer Bears game was going to be on earlier, so we will have even though it's on a little bit later, we'll still have football in the back, in the same room as the band, but all the way in the back of the room. So if there's a game that you're trying to catch, you can hang out in that back area. And Old National Bank will be set up there too with their awesome tent and.
Yeah, so Old National Bank will be there. I'm working. This is actually kind of a cool one. Habitat for Humanity. So let's talk about Ray for a second. Again, Ray doing his community thing. He partnered up with Habitat for Humanity. He pretty much, he gave them an incredible deal on a new vehicle. let's put it this way. He lost a lot of money on this vehicle supporting Habitat for Humanity, right? So that was his goal. So Ray has supported with Habitat for Humanity. I know we have Pam, one of our Jeeps on the Run members, who unfortunately, hopefully will be at the after party with her competitive vehicle. Pam, if you're here. But anyway, she is also on the board for Habitat. Where I'm going with this, we thought it'd be cool to incorporate Habitat for Humanity with our event because it's community driven. So Habitat's going to have a table at the event, and they do this thing called Adopt a Stud. And I just think this is cool. So it's a way of supporting the Habitat if you're maybe you can't go out and actually swing a hammer or a paintbrush or whatever. So they're going to bring a bunch of studs, and what they do is they have the team or they have various people decorate these studs. So when they build this house, it could be like, hey, from the whole team at Jeeps on the Run or from the Smith family, whatever. It just kind of adds a little element to their build. So Habitat will be there. Great place. What I'd love to do after the dust settles, maybe in the summer, I'd love to set up a Jeeps on the Run build day and get a crew of people out. You don't even have to have any knowledge of building, right? But I think that'd be a ton of fun. But you'll be able to learn a little bit more about Habitat. You'll be able to sign up for some of their events or be a volunteer. Or while you're there, decorate a stud. It's going to be kind of a cool little thing. And, they'll tell you what house it's going to be. And you'll be like, oh, that house over there. I decorated one of the studs. It's something different, but it's super cool. And again, another thing that Ray is tied into within the community. So Habitat for Humanity and it's also cool because it's between Lake and McHenry counties, who is exactly who we support. So it's kind of a perfect tie. It was really cool.
I think
that's it.
Okay, good, because it's already for bathroom break.
Those of you who follow, those of you who really follow us personally, she stayed awake.
A whole hour, guys. But I'm not in a car, so I do have that.
Yeah, and we can't make it an hour in a car without a bathroom break either.
Yes,
So there's that too.
Clearly, we're at hour 12, so I'm approaching my limit right now.
Hey, Chris Hall and I did a video. You can watch it on the YouTube channel, all about 4xEs. And it was 3 hours and 30 minutes long, but it just kept flooding with comments and comments and comments. So if you want a 4xE, check out Chris's channel as well for 4xE fans. But we had a great conversation. But yeah, I got up and April's like, "Are you still alive?" So that's all. Do me a favor. Make sure you get on your phone and you set your phone for all notifications. Please go out, set up for text messages, sign up for the email address. Those of you who are on our platform know we don't spam you. And if you've got one more email than you liked, you can unsubscribe. You're not locked in. We're not holding your feet to the fire.
And I just want to say I'm really excited for next weekend, guys. Like, this is kickoff to Christmas. We want everybody to have a great time and make a difference with Toys for Tots. So we're looking forward to it.
And last thing before we leave, how can you help? And it doesn't cost money. Share that Jeep registration with your Jeep groups, right? Everyone's kind of part of their own little niche. And one thing that's cool about Jeeps on the Run is we don't single out any one Jeep club, right? So share the event with your Jeep crew. Invite your friends and family to join the after party. It's $5 a person. Bring a toy. Don't bring a toy. Spend the $5 a person. Come in, buy a raffle ticket, enjoy the band, and have some fun. And share the event. Share any of our posts. Share something. Share jeepsontherun.com. Buy a Jeep raffle ticket. Knowing when you buy a Jeep raffle ticket, $20 of that $20 ticket will put a toy under a tree. In fact, we buy the toys tax-free and we fill the voids. If you're shopping and haven't shopped yet, remember teenagers, boys and girls are missed. Backpacks, curling irons, small electronics. And that $20 or $30 gift is kind of the key, the sweet spot. Some people spend a ton of money. They'll buy $100 gifts. And believe me, that's phenomenal. But how do you give one person that $100 gift? So a lot of times what happens is they get auctioned off and they buy smaller stuff. It still supports, but you get where I'm saying. So, if you haven't shopped, teenagers is it. Everyone thinks Toys for Tots. So they buy they are always loaded with little kids.
And ideal, if you haven't shopped yet, an ideal price range is usually in that $20 to $35 mark, right?
Were you not here?
Oh.
Literally just
I
said
didn't
that.
hear you say a dollar amount. I know you said don't the $100 toys.
She
okay.
zoned out.
I did zone out, guys. Sorry.
It's been a day. It's been a day. So that's it. Be following the website and the Facebook page for updates. I know that the Facebook group gets flooded. There actually is a tool on there that you can search by like topic, and you can actually search by 2025 Jeeps on the Run. So if you're savvy on the Facebook group, you can actually filter through stuff that's bye-bye.
Bye, guys. I'll see you next week.
So yeah, that's all, Chris. So yeah, thanks for being here. One of these days, Chris, you and I have to meet in person, but I've enjoyed conversations with him. Again, Chris is a fellow original 4xe owner. We've had lots of conversations with him. He runs a great group as well, and we go back and forth. But Chris, you got to make the trip from Ohio and come join our ride. Maybe we need special 4xe roped off parking for us people like us. I don't know, but at any rate, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a ton of fun. If there's no other questions, that's all I got. I say that's all I got. And in true Missack form, long-winded. So got questions, you know how to find me. Mike@jeepsontherun.com is the email. Plenty of you have hit me up through Facebook. Just remember, sometimes I don't always see the notifications. So Chris, yeah, exactly what I was thinking, Chris. But at any rate, here's to another successful Lucky 13. And thank you to all. I know some of you have been here 13 years, but not many, because it was only like 30 of us originals. And those who are new here, welcome, because you're going to have an absolute blast, a ton of fun. And if you haven't seen Semple before, he actually won the Golden Buzzer on America's Got Talent, but because he wasn't I'm going to screw this up, wasn't a U.S. citizen, they had a renege on the deal or something. But this guy's got energy and he's got talent. And if you haven't seen Mark Esses, check him out too, because he's just, what a great guy. Aside from just being a true talented musician, he's just a good person, and I'm really excited to have him as part of our kickoff, because it's gonna bring the energy. So all we need is decent weather. As long as it doesn't rain. It could snow like it did last year. Actually, it would probably make for a bad commute, but and we probably wouldn't be able to put the Jeep into the Marriott. But a nice sunny, cool to cold day would be nice, right? Let's just no rain for the road crew, because those poor guys and girls, it's brutal out there in the rain, and they've been through it all. They've been through 6 inches of rain to 6 inches of snow and everything in between. So you guys, thank you all. JeepsOnTheRun.com. Share, invite. Go to that event page, click on invite, click on all of your friends, invite them all. Let's blow this up. We got room for thousands and thousands of people at that after party. And we got lots of tables. We keep putting more tables out. So, excuse me, plenty of room for everybody to sit and have a good time, enjoy the band, get some raffles, and win a Jeep. So huge thanks to all of our sponsors. Again, JeepsOnTheRun.com. Check out the sponsor list. Support who you can, to those who support us. So on that note, I have a Jeep on the Run hangover for the day, and I just got to get through this week. We'll see you guys. You're going to see my face more. You're going to see me Friday, and you're going to see us Saturday when we set up. And then we'll see you all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on Monday. And I will be studying the route. Good night.